Hello, good morning, warm welcome to your Economic Times Decoding. How is everybody doing? Today we have a lot of macro news to cover. The economy is going to grow at 9.5%, Reserve Bank of India governor is saying. And he is also expecting that companies are far more prepared for the possible third wave that may come in. So today this is the news that we are going to decode, and let's begin straight on. While many of my people join, I begin. So the headline says RBI hopeful of 9.5% growth. Companies better prepared for any third wave. So Governor Shakti Kanta Das, he's the RBI governor, Reserve Bank of India governor, and he's saying that uncertainty over a possible third wave remains, which means the third wave can show up. So the possibility and the uncertainty of it remains. But he brushes aside concerns over asset quality, which means not a lot of loans can go bad. That is what his view is at both banks and non-bank lenders. That's his view. So I'm reading now the first paragraph to see what he's really saying and how we can use this information. Hey Namita, Ridhima, Nidhi, good morning guys, warm welcome. So let's begin with the first paragraph. So India's central bank governor Shakti Kant Das on Thursday reiterated estimates of 9.5% growth in financial year 2022. Now what is financial year 2022? It means 1st of April 2021 to 31st of March the year 2022. So actually he's talking about the current year where he's expecting good growth in our country. Okay, GDP is gross domestic product. You don't have to make it really difficult for yourself. You just need to understand that okay, our country, our economy can grow by this much percentage. Sangeeta, Ashima, Dwipo, Meher, Sheetal, good morning guys, warm welcome. So India's central bank governor Shakti Kant Das on Thursday reiterated estimates of 9.5% growth in financial year 2022, underscoring business preparedness in the event of a third pandemic wave that could disrupt the scorching pace of recovery registered in the first quarter of this fiscal. So he's saying the third wave can possibly come, but businesses seem far more prepared and hence the growth is going to be high in our country, and he is estimating it to be 9.5% in this current financial year. I'm now reading the second paragraph. At this point in time, we are quite optimistic of the 9.5% growth that we've projected for the current year. Having said that, I must say that the uncertainty of a possible third wave remains. But I think people and businesses are more adapted to the COVID protocols and more adapted to continue with their business activities. But again, everything depends on the severity and spread of a third wave of the pandemic. Though on one side he is showing that he is a little dicey about the third wave impacting, but at the same time he's really optimistic about the growth in the economy and how the businesses are bound to do well now that they are adapted to this kind of a business environment. Das has added that while lingering effects of the second pandemic wave slipped into July and August, the current quarter will do better, considering that most fast-moving indicators were looking upbeat. So this is which quarter that he's talking about? So see, he's spoken about July, which means April, May, June, first quarter. July, August, September is the second quarter, and that is where we are in. And after September, then we have October, November, December, one quarter, and then Jan, Feb, March is another quarter. So he's saying that in the current quarter we will do better, which is the second quarter of this financial year, right? So July, August, September quarter. India's economy expanded at a record pace in the June quarter, albeit on a low base. He also brushed aside concerns over asset quality. Like I said, asset quality is how many loans can go bad for banks or NBFCs. So he is saying that the asset quality would not go bad for banks and NBFCs. According to the numbers which we have currently, the NPA levels look manageable. NPA is what? Non-performing assets. So these are bad debts. So loans that went bad. So he's saying that currently NPA levels look manageable. The last data at the end of June was about 7.5%. Well, this may further bring an uptick in the bank and the finance sector in the stock market, because he's pretty much bullish about the banks and the NBFCs doing well, which is the finance companies. And anyways, we all know that if banks and finance companies don't do well, the economy can't do well. So they are the backbone. He's saying, quote unquote, we have impressed upon banks and nudged them to raise additional capital proactively in anticipation of some stress which may arise. Most of the banks have mobilized additional capital which should stand to their defense if there is increase in stressed assets. But as I said, at the moment the situation is well within manageable limits. That said, the central bank has decided to prioritize growth because of the pandemic and operate in the 2 to 6% inflation band set by the government. Well, that's the inflation band, but financial analysts are reporting that this band was stretched quite long ago, and that things were far more expensive than what was estimated by the RBI. Let's see what are our people saying. Hey Pooja, welcome. Sheetal is saying, I feel we have grown really resilient, and with all the learning, life will proceed even if the third wave truly shows up. We are all better prepared. She's asking, how are all of you feeling? So start typing, guys. How are all of you feeling about this thing? Well, the governor is really optimistic. What are you guys thinking? Rohini, good morning. Oh, Rohini is blessing us with Ganpati. Okay, she's saying, wishing Ganpati bless us with all abundance on this auspicious occasion. Thank you, Rohini, and the same your way. These are new beginnings. Ganpati is known for that, and for all the laddus that he brings about. Sheetal is saying, this is how news needs to be understandable, with the breakdown for layman, so the news is actually accessible to a larger population. Absolutely, Sheetal. Absolutely. Guys, start typing. What are you thinking? What's showing up for you? Everybody who's around, start sharing. Meanwhile, I could read up a couple of more lines while you guys type. Okay, Ashima is saying, let's be optimistic with a heart. I like that, Ashima. I love the hearts and all the love in life. I'm reading further while you guys type, okay? So the central bank will seek to gradually move towards achieving the 4% target over a period of time. This is with regard to inflation. Adding that the possibility of a sustained increase in inflation is unlikely. He's thinking that, okay, more inflation not coming, it's all under manageable levels, though we have witnessed high inflation in our country during the pandemic. In the pandemic times, we have decided to give more emphasis to growth, because if the growth gets completely decelerated, then it will pose huge long-term challenges for the economy to revive. Our expectation is that from now on, the inflation will gradually moderate. The possibility of a sustained increase in inflation beyond 6% is highly unlikely in this point in time. Okay. While the governor and the RBI says inflation is 6%, a lot of financial analysts report it's over 8%. So that is what has been happening. Pooja, good quality stocks may fall for a short period. However, they will pick it back quickly. Okay. What makes you say that the stocks may fall? Where is that coming from? Okay, Ashima, oh yeah, for inflation moderating. Yes, it's happy news. Sheetal is saying, I've learnt about asset quality. BFSI, which is banking and finance services industry, this sector is something I have not read much about. Today's decoding has been helpful. Got that, Sheetal? Okay, if the third wave hit us, got it. That's what Pooja is predicting, that the stock market will go down if the third wave hit us. Okay, Ridhima, be better prepared for the third wave just in case it comes. Economy overall looks good to move ahead with. Ridhima is saying her only worry is inflation. Ashima is saying today is being optimistic, though I know you say be pessimistic as a caution in finance. I'm not sure. I think I'm quite an optimistic person that way. I just want to be centered at all times, not go really euphoric with what's happening and not really go really pessimistic. I think I just want to be centered and I want to be secure in that centered place. I think that's what my mantra is. That's my style. Yeah. Just be balanced. And doesn't mean I don't go euphoric. I do go and then I just kind of catch myself time and again. Okay, Amrita is saying she would call it realistic. Okay, Ashima is saying yes, stay balanced. Sheetal is saying we need to look at how the prices of individual essential items have changed. And we will see realistically if we are in the 2 to 6% band. Well, yes, go ahead, check it out. The more I read what financial analysts report, the more I understand it's not this band. We are far, far ahead of this. I tend to map my investments from the 8% inflation rate, no less, ever. And if the inflation goes further high, then I may, kind of increase it further. So that's it for today, guys. I trust you've taken value and you've made that 1% improvement in your money life today. Namita, wide range of inflation. RBI says 4%. No, they're saying 2 to 6% actually. So, according to them, inflation had touched the highest rate of 6%, but the more I read about different experts saying around inflation, I don't see this 2 to 6% bracket really. Okay, Ridhima is saying that the stocks will continue to be in the bull run. Just yesterday, Ridhima, I was reading in one of the articles in the Economic Times newspaper, which was saying that the bull run may continue for another 3 years. So yeah, we just don't know. Definitely, Sheetal has made the 1% improvement. Got that, Sheetal. On this note, guys, I'm closing this live. Thank you so much for showing up. On Sunday, we are doing a free introduction to our Money Gym course. So if you have attended the Money Gym program, do send in your friends and family. If you have not attended the free introduction to the Money Gym program, I highly recommend you attend and then you look at the possibilities of joining this program, because such a comprehensive and practical program doesn't exist in India as yet. Veena is saying this is heartening to know. Yes, 3 years is a good time. Yes, Pooja, absolutely. Thank you so much, Ashima. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Loads of love and happy